It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Taken down at the 42. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They give to Ingram up the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's... The 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ingram again. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at the 34. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Panthers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 29. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have regained the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. 4th down. Here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Mariota. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Akers. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run right on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Play action here. Corral. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again with Corral.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Meanwhile, Corral's throw caught by Higgins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before the half for Corral. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 4th down, Corral looking to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Corral sets up play action.
Rolling to his right.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Dalton. Going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Akers will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. They'll go option to the short side. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marcus Mariota. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Saints extend their lead yet again.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st down, Corral. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3.
P.J. Williams with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way.
And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On second down, Ingram again.
He finds some open field here. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Ingram again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram from 17 yards out.
And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Corral sets up play action.
That caught by Tremble. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Play action, Corral.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Off play action. Here's Corral.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down throw here for Corral.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
8 yards on the first down. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Corral. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Second and 10, Corral.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of...
And my goodness, another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
At the 45-yard line.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Going right back to Akers.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Saints, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home next week.